Hello again, it's Jolene. Welcome back to the Home Stitchery Decor YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Jolene. I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I sell products on my Shopify store, and then I teach you guys how to do business stuff here on my YouTube channel. So please hit subscribe if you like videos like this, and let's get going with today's tutorial. If you're new here, I don't have a lot of fluff in my videos. I just kind of get right into it and give you all the answers that I can possible. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to talk to you about print on demand. And I want a new mouse pad because this is the one that I am currently using, which is atrocious. And I really don't think that it needs to live here in my office anymore. So I thought, well, why don't I design one for myself? I'll show you guys how to do it, and then I'll make it available on my Shopify store for other people to purchase as well. So the first thing you're going to need for this tutorial is Printify. Now, Printify is a print-on-demand host service that hosts all kinds of stores that manufacture products. They put their products up onto Printify, and then Printify integrates with your Shopify store, with Etsy. It has their own pop-up shop availability as well, so you can make your products, post them onto your Printify pop-up shop, or integrate them on over to your Shopify store and get your products sold to people. So it's really not that hard to do. And the first thing I'm going to do is when I come onto Printify, I have to set up my own account. I'll have to put in all of my business information, and I'll have to have a credit card available for them to charge the product to. So if you're purchasing your own product, say as a sample, of course, you'll need to pay for it. But also if you are planning on selling these products, you will need to have a credit card because they're going to charge you first for the product. And then once the sale goes through on whatever host site you are selling your products on, you will receive that payment. It will be released. So you do need to have that information. Now, if you have a Shopify store or an Etsy store or a Wix store or the Printify pop-up shop, you need to integrate them on Printify. It's really not that easy. It's not that hard. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. So just get those integrated. Just follow along with the few little click steps to get your store integrated, and then we're going to go ahead and make a product. So the way I'm going to make this product is I'm going to design it in Canva. You will need a pro account for Canva for certain elements. And one of the elements is when you download the design as an SVG, you will need to have a Canva Pro account. I will put a link for Printify and a link for Canva in the video description of this video. Disclaimer, I'm an affiliate. I make tutorials on my YouTube channel, and I share the links for the companies that I use. So if you sign up for a link, I get paid. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. You have no idea. Okay, so on Printify, I'm going to come over and open up the catalog section. Just go to Catalog Home, and I am going to search up mouse pad. And on Printify, the mouse pads that are available are going to come up on the screen. There's also desk mats available under this category, and it's pretty simple to follow along. If you want a mouse pad here, a rectangle mouse pad from generic brand, and it's printed by District Photo, it comes in one size. If you want a circular mouse pad from Printed Premium, Printed Mint, it comes in one size. There's a gaming mouse pad. There's a mouse pad with a wrist rest. There's non-slip mouse pads, rectangular mouse pads. There's several here for you to choose from. So I am just going to go with the, let's see. I'm going to go, because this is for my own purpose, first of all. I can make others for other people after the fact, but I'm just going to use this District Photo mouse pad. And so now I've pulled up the mouse pad, and it's going to tell me all of the dimensions and the materials, and this is a one-sided print. So this is a mouse pad that I'm going to use for this design. I'm going to select Start Designing, and then in Printify, they're going to give you some instructions here for how to best make your design. And so it needs to cover the entire print area. This includes the bleed area, which is the gray. Otherwise, the sides of your product may be left blank. You don't want any blank on the edge, so you've got to make sure that it's covered everything here. Okay, so then I'm going to come into my Canva account, and once I'm into Canva, I'm going to go to the right-hand corner up in the top, and I'm going to create a design, and I'm going to custom size this design, And I'm going to make it 400 by 500 pixels, just so it's kind of a rectangle. I'm going to be able to adjust this design on the Printify product here when I'm done. And actually, I should have made that the other way around, right? I should have made that 500 by 400. So let's go back here. We'll go home. We're going to create a new design. We're going to do a custom size, and we're going to do it 500 by 400, and that should flip it around. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Okay, so this is just going to be a simple design. Most of my designs are not complicated, but they are effective, and they do sell very well, so off we go. I'm going to make a design here in a gradient color, and I'm going to use, I'm going to use a nice blue. That's kind of nice. This one's nice. This one's nice. I'm not too sure about that. Document colors, add a new color. Okay, here we've got some other gradient colors that we can use, and we can just move the bars around to select our perfect gradient colors that we would like. Not too fond of this green in the middle, so I'm going to make that one a blue as well. And now you can clearly see that this is a nice gradient blue color. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a shine on in the middle. It's a little pulling purple on the left, so we're going to move that down into more of a blue. Perfect. I think that's a pretty good base. Maybe you can't see, but my room is basically blue, so I do like some pops of color in my room. So we're going to use this one for now, and we'll get started designing. So the next thing you're going to need to do is select some elements, and Canva is perfect for this. You can get any element your heart's desire here. So I'm just going to go with, let's see, tree branches or tree sprigs. That might be good. And just see what we've got here. Now I'm in the graphics section of this, so this could actually work quite well for what I want to design. Anything that has a crown on it, that is a pro element, and you will need to pay for the pro account to have this. So I'm going to pull this one in. I'm going to change the color of it to a gray. And then I'm going to get another one here. Tree sprig is what I had selected before, right? So I'm just going to come down here and select a couple more just to mix it up a bit. And maybe this one. I'm going to flip them all to gray. And then I'm just going to start randomly placing them by duplicating the design. So up here on top of this, you're going to have these two little boxes that are connected. Just click on that and click duplicate, and you'll be able to move it around. And then you'll have this little swirly arrow key here as well, where you'll be able to twist the designs around as well. So I'm just going to play with this for a minute until I get it looking exactly the way I want it to look. And when I've got that done, we'll come back to the video. Okay, so I did change up the color a little bit, but you can clearly see I've got all these leaves here. They're all different sizes. I've spread them out in different directions and twisted them up, down, backwards, etc. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this design and I'm going to download it. The suggested download is a PNG, but I do not want that. I want it to be an SVG, as that works best for me, I find, with Printify. I'm going to hit download. And it's going to take a second here to get downloaded. And once that's done, we're going to come on over to our Printify site. And we're going to get our design here now from our library. So we're going to go to My Device. Now on my computer, my downloads always pop up first. But if your downloads don't pop up first there, you just come on over here to the left-hand side and find where your downloads are. And it will be the last design that you've just downloaded. if you've just done it in the order that I've shown you. Okay, so now it's going to add the design to our Printify site. And here it is on our mouse pad. And as you can see, it's not quite big enough. So I am going to drag the design so it covers all of the area like they told me to do. And then the other thing is you can move the design now back and forth to select the gradient that you like the best. And that is one of my tricks I do like about gradient designs. I find it works quite well. And then I can select the colors after the fact. So once I've got the design here, I can hit Save Product, which is going to be on the bottom right-hand corner. And now it's going to come up with the images, the mock-ups, and you're going to be able to see here the design with a mouse on it so you can tell what you've designed. And you can go back and edit the design if you're not happy with this result. And you can see here, this is where you're going to have to double check and make sure that your design is fully covering all the area of the print so that there's nothing left with like a white line on the edge of your print. Now, when you publish this design, the basic description and everything is going to come from Printify. So it's going to have a mouse pad, it's going to say rectangular, and it's going to have the generic listing information for the mouse pad, and it's going to have all of the product specifications. So it's rectangular, its material is a durable high-density foam with an ultra-thin rubber base. It's a 1/16 inch thick, and it's a one-sided print. So you can add a size table to the description here if you'd like. You can add metric or imperial. I pretty much always pick imperial because people that are using the metric system generally know what the imperial system is. And unfortunately, that's not the other way around. When it comes to some of my purchasers, they don't know how to translate metric. So we just try to make it easy. Then there's going to be some suggested tags for them. You're going to have your shipping profile. And this is an important part here. To access and use shipping profiles for Shopify, please log into your Shopify account and update your store permissions. It only takes a minute, and already published products will not be affected. So I'm going to go ahead and update my permissions after I've done this design. I'll come back and do that. You don't need to do that with me. There's going to be variants for this design. If there are variants, they will be listed here. In this case, there was only one variant. It's 9x8. It's one shape, and they're going to clearly state this here if there's only one variant. So I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to edit my price. I always edit my profit margin, but you can edit your profit or you can edit your price. And then once you've edited these things here, they are going to translate over to wherever you post your product. So if you're posting it on a Printify pop-up shop or on over to your Shopify store, the profit margin that you set here in Printify is going to be the profit margin that connects to the store. Now, I always hide the product in my store until I've actually gone through and edited the profile description, the product description, I apologize, with my SEO targeted words. I always edit the product description no matter what. I don't want the same generic description that Printify has put on its products on every single product I put onto my Shopify store. I don't think that's reasonable, and it doesn't help with your SEO to be copying a product description that's generic from somewhere else. So I will go and make it visible in my store after I have done all the editing on the product. And then when you first sync all your product details over, everything is going to come over, including your mock-ups, your product title, your description, your colors, sizes, prices, and SKUs, and your tags. Now, once you've published this, if you need to come back in here and work on the product for any issue whatsoever, you can deselect some of these so that when you republish it, it's not overwriting anything that you've edited in your Shopify store, for instance. So the other thing that you can do is if you've got Shopify collections set up, you can publish this product over to your individual collections that you've already pre-selected or constructed in your Shopify store. So that's it, easy as pie. So we're going to hit publish on this design. And what's going to happen now is the store here is going to tell me that they are publishing it. And once it is published, it is going to tell you whether or not it is hidden in your store or whether or not it's live here. So uploading the images, it's going to take a minute for those images to go over to my Shopify store, which is where I generally publish my products. But remember, Printify has a pop-up shop, so you can just sell directly off the Printify site. Printify also has Printify Premium, where if you're selling a lot of products, you can pay lower prices for the products and save yourself some money. There's a monthly subscription fee, but then you get your products for less. Printify has Printify Academy right on the website where they will take you through step-by-step tutorials for how to use their product. And they are working endlessly to improve their customer service and make their platform the best thing possible for small businesses to start creating themselves some passive income. So there's my mouse pad. It's up here now. It's live. It's in stock. It's hidden in my Shopify store. I will go work on that. So that is the basic bare bones of how you can make your own mouse pad. And once you've made your own mouse pad, if you want to order it as a sample, you can do that right through your Printify account as well. And you can order sample products of whatever you're designing. I highly recommend doing that for the first few products, at least to make sure that you know what you're designing is actually coming out as a, like a proper product, and it's got proper coloring, and you've selected, high resolution files so that your print comes off clear. And then go ahead and start, once you've learned how to do all of that, start listing your products for sale. And the other thing that you can do is you can list your products right over to Pinterest and have clickable links there to drive people back to your traffic. So that's one free way that you can start marketing your products, or just make them and share them with your friends and family. Have a great time with Printify, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button.